Welcome to Around Town, featuring what's going on here in the greater Concord area. I'm your host, Dick Patton. It's a pleasure to welcome you in as we're now in March and waiting for St. Patrick's Day, and then of course spring right behind it, and I guess you might as well say the start of the baseball season, official baseball season. Yes, they're playing in Florida, but they'll be coming back to Fenway toward the end of March, 1st of April, so. But with me today, I've got Chris Pappas in, and this is one of two visits because Chris will be coming back a little bit in the end of April probably to talk about the upcoming Kiwanis Fair, and I'm sure he's busy at that time working on that right now, right?
We're already into full swing.
Are you really? Yeah. How did last year's fair, did it work out all right?
It did.
Was the weather kind of crazy, was it?
We had one day where we lost out.
Yeah, I remember that.
And but overall it was okay.
Yeah, I was going to say
it wasn't the best.
No, it wasn't the best.
We've been rained out before, but this one was just okay.
Yeah.
So we'll take it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mother Nature deals us whatever.
Shit. I still hear people say how they miss the old days of the trade fair. And I said, I know it. I said, my God, we used to look forward to that. But the rides are still there. You know, I mean, you still got a couple of, well, let's put it this way, thrill rides, and then you got the middle rides, which includes the Ferris wheel and the scrambler, and this what's the other one called in there? This one is the scrambler, the Ferris wheel. And there's one other one. And then, of course, you get down to the kiddie rides, which includes the merry-go-round and all those other little rides for kids there. But
the little busy bus.
Yeah, a little bus, and then there's they have had a little roller coaster in there. They used to have the flying bobs in there. I haven't seen them in a couple of years.
Two years ago they were there. They were not there last year.
No, I know it. And there's also, of course, the zipper and the paratrooper and God knows whatever else you've got in there. But we'll get you back on for the end of April for that. But
as you know, Scott Miller has the amusement company.
Yeah.
And he borrows rides.
Oh yeah, he subcontracts out. Yeah, I noticed that.
So whatever is available to him, he brings.
Yeah. They never will bring back the fireworks, though, you guys, right?
No.
That used to be a big attraction on Saturday night or whatever.
Mark Gagne started that with Granite State shows.
Yeah.
That he bought from Bill Muldoon, who lived on the Heights here.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And it really went over pretty big. We used to fill the King Shopping Plaza.
Oh yes, yes you did.
At 10:30 the fireworks would start.
Yeah.
And the legislative parking garage was full of people.
Yeah.
To watch from
oh
there.
Yeah.
So it was quite an event, and through the years, the numbers dwindled.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but last year we had the fireworks. There was virtually nobody at the arena. And nobody at the shopping center.
Was that the year we had the snow in the morning on Saturday morning?
That I don't remember.
Because they canceled the fireworks. I was down there selling tickets, I remember.
Yeah.
They canceled the fireworks because it snowed in the morning and it was cold. Oh, was it cold down there? But I don't know. You never know what you're going to get. Of course, back years ago, it was in June when it was much hotter, and it was over at the Highway Hotel, but and then of course over there prior to that was over at the Concord Airport, and prior to that on the Green Street Community Center. But you know, what I was thinking about you though was because March was just starting and February was ending up, was the car dealers and how they were doing their president's birthday, or it used to be Washington's birthday, car sales. And how they would have all the balloons up, and they'd have you go in, and gosh, you'd get door prizes, you'd get buy hot dogs, or they'd have popcorn, or oh my goodness, it was like a. Then you have the newspaper would have pictures of all the car dealers and all that.
All the employees.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it was a big thing, and then of course it started shrinking down, and they combined Lincoln's and Washington's birthday together, and but it just seems like it's not a big deal anymore. You know.
Dick, I was president of the Concord Auto Dealers
Yeah.
Association in 1979. That was the last year of the New Hampshire Highway Hotel
Yeah.
Champagne dinner dance.
Yeah.
And people would wait to buy their vehicles. They wouldn't buy in December, January.
Yeah.
They wanted to buy in February to go to the big shindig down at
sure.
the Highway Hotel.
Sure.
And you're right, we had door prizes, they gave away TVs, bicycles,
Oh yeah.
all kinds of gift certificates.
Yeah.
It was quite the social
It
event.
was a big weekend. I can remember it was always around Washington. Well, it was Washington's birthday weekend there, but it was a big deal. I mean, like I said, I can still see Rick Noble and his picture in the paper with a Mercury Sales, and then you had the Grapponi family were there. Several markets they had Pontiac, or they had Ford, or they had a few other dealers, and then of course Bank Chevrolet had their pictures in the paper, their mechanics and their salesmen, and who was it? Framonti Olds was another one that was in there. Carlson's, yeah, they were there.
Bill Fenavosa with Granite State Volkswagen.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, they're all combined or gone. I mean, now we've got these huge shopping centers, basically. I mean, you look at Bank Chevrolet, it's like, my God. Or Grapponi's, and now Grapponi's has come back up onto Manchester Street a little bit with that. What are they, used vehicles up there, or what are those vehicles?
That is a storage lot.
Oh, really?
Across the street from Banks.
But people must ride in there and look at vehicles.
Oh, they do. And
Yeah.
they welcome that, too.
Yeah.
Anybody can drive through.
Yeah, and then of course Mariano has taken over the old Lincoln Mercury garage there that used to be in there with Rick Noble, and then of course Lincoln has their own garage there, and Kia has a lot now, and it's like, where the heck is all? And of course over on the other side there with Airport Road is what, Nissan or Toyota? What is that over
Concord Nissan.
there? Nissan, yeah, Nissan over there.
They have quite an inventory of cars. All the car dealers are heavy with inventory.
I know, and how do they expect they're going to sell
The manufacturers pretty well force a lot of the inventory.
them? I mean, and then you go out Route 4 through Chichester, and you've got all those other ones who have.
All the used car lots.
Yeah, they have and there's a couple on Manchester Street too, that have additional ones out in Chichester there. But I mean, I don't get it. I don't know how they do it. You know, I mean, God, just like it's.
The economy is still strong enough to support all of these people.
I guess so. But I was thinking back, because you're a big historian on auto dealers and things, and I was trying to think back down on Hall Street, right where what is it? CVS is got their building. There used to be the Hawaiian Island there, but there was also a dealership in there.
Keegan Contrucci.
Who?
Keegan Contrucci.
What's that?
They used to be ChryslerPlymouth.
Oh, really? That wasn't a Grapponi one then.
No, that was prior to Grapponi.
Oh, but Grapponi was in there though.
Yeah,
No?
where Carlson's is now, that was John Grapponi. Then he moved over to Hall Street
Yeah.
and took over the Keegan garage.
Oh, yeah.
And then he built the biggest showroom north of Boston.
I know it.
That was huge.
Yeah. And then up on the corner of, was it South Main Street and, oh boy, trying to think, not
Capital Dodge, Joe Lindsay.
Yeah, they were up there.
Before that, it was Niall Faust
Really?
with Studebaker.
That's the one, yeah, Studebaker, yeah.
And we used to have a Hudson dealership on Thorndike Street, which was behind the South Street Market.
Oh, wow.
That particular building then became the Concord Beef Company, became a cold store.
For God's sake, I never guessed that.
But as you know, the Hudson dealership then went to Rick Novo, because Rick, many years ago,
Well, you know,
had,
you had
had
Hudson.
Hudson
Really?
on the Heights.
I didn't know that. Huh. I know Rick had, of course, Ford and, not Ford, what did he have? Yeah, he had Ford and Mercury, right? No, what was his
Rick,
Yeah, what did Rick
he had a Lincoln Mercury.
Yeah, Lincoln, that's right, Lincoln Mercury, yeah.
Then there was a place called Dios Motors
Yeah.
across from the cemetery on North State Street. They were the Nash dealer.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
So we had a lot of car dealerships.
Oh, yeah, you did.
And a lot of them were either closed up or got gobbled up by the big boys.
Yeah. I guess from on the olds, they went out. Because they were up there up on top of Manchester Street, basically. They were right by Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah,
And Banks brought that.
GM didn't do us any favors when they took away Oldsmobile
Yeah,
and Pontiac.
I know it.
Uh,
I love Pontiacs. They were a nice car. But actually, I had an Oldsmobile, and that was a good one too.
yeah,
Yeah.
they were the mainstay of that middle GM line.
Yeah.
It's too bad to see them go.
Oh, I know. I know it.
At the car show, Dick, we get a fair amount of Pontiacs and Oldsmobiles.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we love seeing those cars come in.
I bet you do. Yeah, I bet you do. Yeah.
The car situation, people still buying new cars.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know how they can afford it, but they do. Yeah, they do. But no, I can just remember, and there was, seems like there was one more up on Main Street, but maybe there wasn't, maybe it was removed. But, you know, just, I look at Main Street today, and I think of different things that are along that street, and now it's just like,
Well, as you remember where New Hampshire Bindery was
Yeah.
on South Main Street,
yes, I do.
where the front of that building,
Yeah.
that was Carlson's original location. And where the Chamber of Commerce is now,
Yeah,
across from the Capitol Theater,
yeah.
was the Chevrolet dealership.
And then that's the one I'm thinking of then.
And the name of that dealership skips my mind.
Yeah.
That's when Dave Banks moved it up to Manchester Street. It's just like in Manchester, where downtown used to have the Chevy dealership.
Elm
But
Street.
when they moved out to South
Willow. Yeah.
boy, we thought they were moving out into the country.
Yeah.
And now that's quite a commercial area.
Yeah, it was.
We have those areas. Look what happened to your Heights.
I know.
Right from the Armory right on to the line.
Yeah. Yeah, don't get me started on that one. I'll tell you, that was really, I don't know, a mistake, you know, when they did that. I mean, look at the empty stores. You know, the mall has empty stores like crazy in there. I haven't been in there for, oh boy. The only place I go to Lens Crafters for my glasses. That's the only reason why I go there. I haven't been in. Now, I said on the TV the other day that Penny's was going to close more stores the next 2 years. And they wouldn't say where. But I said, yeah, Trouble is they're ordering offline. That's what it is. Online they're ordering. But I don't know. I hate to see that mall go out. But
Sears has closed so many stores, but yet the Concord one stays open. There must be a reason.
well, they have a lease on that store till 2020. I was told. But the thing of it is, with that, they claim there's nothing there, nothing in there. You go shopping and there's not much in there. You almost have to go to Manchester, but I don't know. It's crazy.
The Manchester store is closed.
Sears in Manchester?
Gone.
I didn't know
It's
that.
empty.
Huh.
So that may become a Planet Fitness. Who knows?
Yeah, really. That's crazy, isn't it?
No, we still like to see Main Street merchants flourish, and hopefully they'll bounce back.
Well, from what I can see, Main Street is mostly banks and restaurants. You've got CVS down there, but most of them are, and you've got Viking House and Caring Gifts are still there, but other than that, what do you have for shops? The average shopper can't afford to go down there. I told them they needed to have a couple of dollar stores down there, like the old 5 and Dimes. Oh no, I didn't want them. But, you know, it's too bad because there's not a lot of stores for people to shop in.
There aren't too many that remember 5 and Dime.
No. I know Woolworths and Newberry's and Kresge's. Then you had Grant's, Sears and Penny's, of course. I mean, it was then you had Tonkin Fraser Shoe Store, and you had, of course, Denroy after that, and then for shoes. And there was another one too over there.
Joe King was on Pleasant Street.
Yeah, and he's now still on Main Street.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just going to be. It's quite a different scenario. I don't know. I mean, the parking in some cases is worse than ever. I mean, the parallel parking is good for some things, but some things it's not. But, you know, it's crazy. But, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Oh, RadioShack was one. Yeah, that's right. I had RadioShack there. The Bell store. Remember the Bell shop there for women? Emmons.
Harry Emmons.
Harry Emmons was on Main Street. Oh boy.
Hardy McSwiney.
Yeah, Hardy
Rosen's.
McSwiney. Rosen's. Yeah.
Concord Youth Center.
Yeah.
Hooses.
That's when they had that big fire. Remember the big fire on the corner of Pleasant Street and North Main Street?
Yeah.
Wasn't Hooses involved in that fire? Because it seemed like they moved across over to where the Endicott apartments are now. They had that corner. Is it Eastern Bank in there or something?
Yeah, Credit Union is
Or
in
Northeast New Hampshire. No, Northeast Credit Union's in there. Somebody's in there because I know the Hooses used to be in there.
Right, they
and
were.
then they went out. They went out completely.
Yeah.
And then it was Scott Jewelry. Remember them?
Yeah, along with Fickett's.
Fickett's. And then there was on the corner of Freight Street, which is now history, was Western Auto. We used to go to Western Auto quite a bit.
That was run by the Urton family.
Yeah.
Cecil Urton.
Yeah.
And Norm, the son.
Yeah, and his wife was in it too, I think. But I can remember why, because I got my first bicycle from them. My father and mother bought me a bicycle. It was a small bicycle from Western Auto.
At the other end of town was Haggett's Sport Shop.
Yeah, Haggett's was there.
The Nee family.
You had the First National store where the Concord Co-op is there. And then they moved. Then they built this store down there on Hall Street and Water Street. And then after, what you call it there? Oh dear. After
Then it became a Burger King after being empty for so long.
What's that?
The First National store.
Oh no, that
on
was
Hull Street.
On where?
On Hull Street.
Yeah, after they left. Yeah, I mean up where First National was on South Main Street. Remember what went in there after they left? Super Duper. Don't you remember that? Super Duper grocery store?
They were on South Street.
South Main Street. It was called Super Duper. And you could go in there and you shopped, and there was no basically shell or whatever. Everything was in bags or boxes. And you could shop, and it was cheaper supposedly because you could, they didn't hire a lot of help. And but they were there for a couple of years. It didn't last too long, but it was called Super Duper. And my grandmother shopped in there a couple of times, but it wasn't what she liked. She liked First National. A&P store, remember the A&P?
On Park Street.
Yeah, you're right, A&P.
You know, stores like A&P that were nationwide.
Yeah.
From coast to coast.
Yeah.
A&P, Atlantic and Pacific.
Yeah. Yeah.
And talk about Sears stores. Same situation with these big stores.
And then, of course, remember Concord at one time also had a lot of funeral homes. You remember you had Hudson Wiring on the corner of South State and Pleasant.
Yeah.
Then you had Waters, which is still there. Then you had Mackham and Peasley.
Paul Maxim.
On the corner of South Main and Hills Ave. They were in there. Then they split up, and one of them went down to West Street and bought a house down in and operated out of there.
That was Paul Maxim.
Was it? Then you had Boutwell.
Boutwell Mortuary.
And then next to Boutwell was Rowe, R-O-W-E, Rowe Funeral Home. And let's see now, there was a couple others. You had, of course, Wendell Button up in Bennecook. It seems like there was another one in Concord, and I can't remember what the name was. And but slowly but surely, of course, Bennett came in. That more or less, and then somebody bought Boutwell and Hudson Wiring. And I don't remember who did that, whether it was Wendell Butt or who bought that. But so there, because I can remember Mr. Boutwell. He was an older man, and he was, you could tell he was basically of the old timers. That's when my grandfather died. And of course, the Rumford Press was back down there, and boy, you could see the people coming up out of the street there when they were done working there, and for the day.
Come shift change, you're right.
Oh yeah.
The Rumford Press employed so many people.
Chuck E.
Along with
Cheese?
Sprague Electric.
Where was Chuck E. Cheese there, Brian? Mike's?
Mickey Finn?
Oh, Mickey Finn. That's right, Mickey Finn's store on South Main Street. I remember that.
Next door to Western Auto.
Yes, next door to Western Auto. Yes. That's right, too. Remember them now.
They had a little bit of everything.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
Good clothing.
Yeah.
Heavy duty stuff.
Then, of course, you had the drug stores on different corners, like Robert's Drug Store. You had Atherton's TV store. Remember the big fire on North Main Street there, just before Center Street there, where Atherton's TV was?
Army and Navy was there.
Army, Navy, yeah.
I remember the paint cans exploded.
Oh, yeah, there was a big explosion there. Yeah, yeah, it was. Yeah.
We had our share of Main Street fires.
Didn't we? Oh, I know it. As kids, we were so scared because the big air horns would go off, and down Warren Street came engine 1, engine 2, 4, a ladder 2, and over other.
The days of the downtown fire department.
Yep.
Centrally located.
Yes, exactly.
They made a smart move when they had satellite.
Yeah, I know it.
Quicker response.
Yeah, supposedly. Yeah, I know it. But if we were downtown, you'd hear the air horns blow the boxes. So you could tell where that fire was. Or you'd go on WKXL radio,
Yeah.
and Jackman and Lang would say, Jackman and Lang are presenting to you where the fire box is or whatever. And but yeah, if it was a big box alarm, down came engine 1, 2, and 4, ladder 2, ladder 1, and if it was just a regular one, it'd be engine 2, 4, and ladder 2. It was crazy. You got to know them, you know, and then you wondered which way they'd go. And if they went toward the heights, we'd all get worried. But anyhow, well, we're coming to a close of our reminiscing today, Chris, and I'm so happy you came on, and glad you had a safe trip on your cruise and your trip to Florida, and you're seeing your brother-in-law there, and
Worked out well.
we will look forward to seeing you in late April to talk about the fair.
Just around the corner.
That's right, exactly. So, with that in mind, we've been talking with Chris Pappas, who's my car historian, and basically, and thank you to Brian Blackton, my director, and we will forward to seeing you on around town. So, have a great day.